Hey, there's a Notion system that no one is talking about that everyone should be paying attention to, and you might actually already be using it. So today we're going to cover Notion's most powerful feature that no one's talking about, but I'll tell you the tips and tricks. So before we get into it, let me introduce myself. My name's Con, Notioneer. I'm your go-to expert for all things Notion, systems, productivity, everything. So let's get into the video. So what we're actually going to be going over today, so the main feature that we're going to be talking about is actually called database templates. So database templates are this really powerful tool that you can get in Notion, where essentially, obviously we've pulled up CS projects here. You can make any database, make a template inside it. So every time you pop up, say a new item, new task, new project, whatever your database is, it will actually go ahead and pre-populate that with all of the information you want, all of the tasks, details, everything. It's amazing. So to show you a really good example of this and how you might set this up, let's hop back into Notion. So as you can see here, we've got our projects database. So a couple of different things I've populated this with. We've got task database here. However, if we go onto a active project and we click new project pops up. So this is actually a database template that we already have predefined as the default for every single version of this database. Comes with an icon, title already predefined, and this image. Obviously I will change all of this every time I do a new project, but it's great stuff. You've got all your properties ready as per your normal database that you set up, and then this is where things start to get a little bit interesting. For this project one, I've actually set up a page inside of this template as something to develop. So I've realized this is spelled wrong. Another reason why I need to change this template and show you. So basically, I've added this as a custom page, but this will pre-populate every time a project is set up. If you're thinking what I think, you can imagine all the use cases for this. So if you scroll down, we've got call out blocks. We've got different bullet points. So, if I'm writing out my description of my project, very simple, very easy, very mindful, very demure, how I set up my project. And you can put in point 1, point 2, point 3. I've got spaces for any reference images. Maybe that's YouTube videos as well. And I've got a task list, but this is where it gets really good because the task list here is based off my task database CS missions. Every time I set this up, I'll get my mission number, and look, another one for the task database, a pre-populated task example. Now let me just load that up. This gives me another look at that. It's just another example. So look, I've got a new task for this project. They're linked like all project and task databases are. Obviously you can catch the template this is based off of. This is my customized one down in the description below. Again, call out blocks, title, all of this is set up, ready for me to just go in and start typing in like record YouTube video. And then we've got like destroy my nemesis, all those kind of things that you would just put in a daily mission objective, of course. So yeah, that's all set up in there. Brilliant. You're thinking, okay, great. Now this comes up as a new project here. And the way that we will do this is, so what this has done is pre-populate, and this task is only related to this project. So for example, if I go to, let me pop into that. I go into CS mission, and if I just put a quick filter on this, and I add a filter that says projects, and I pick new project, only that one will come up. So what this does is this template will automatically self-reference itself. So I'll show you exactly what this means in a moment. But as you can see, that's what we've got going on there. So let's just go back. So, okay, so we're a new project. So this actually comes with a filter. This is what the creating of our Notion. The filter will pop up and it will select your whatever you called your database template. And so only reference tasks that are to that project, which is amazing because then It means every time we start a new project, or in the other example with the task, if that had another database related to it, you could set that up and immediately it would only filter that. So when you're adding stuff, you're going in, typing the notes, you go, okay, I've got 3 tasks, got this to do. Bang, they're all related to that, just that project. Brilliant. It's such an understated part of Notion. So you're wondering, how do we set this up? Very easy. I'm going to do this in here. So what we'll do is to create a new one. If you've got any kind of, database view, go all the way right over here, right to the top right hand corner. You're going to right click here, and you've got all of these pop up. Now I've got this new project one, obviously as a default already. I probably have empty. Empty is what appears on every single one. So now we want to do new template, and our type will be called subscribe to Notioneer. Excellent template. Now we can add an icon for this. I like the little Volf one that we've got here. Excellent. Ignore the customized layout. That is a beta that I get to be part of, which is wonderful. And then we'll just add an image. So you can easily go in, change all of these things, customize it. It will tell you you're editing a template in this database at the top. You can click there, takes you through to Notion. You'll find out the rest. That is our setup. Now, what we can actually do is change parameters. So we could change this. So every time you make a new project, it'll come up and it'll say in progress. You could also set these things. So start date, any date property, you can also do this well. So you could do now, today. You can also add, a due date or all those kind of things, right? You could even have a default assignee. So the person who duplicated the page. It's so powerful because you can create tasks that are specifically, or templates that are linked to specific people. It's wonderful. So now we want to go customize our page. Just like any Notion page, we do our everything. So we got our title block. We can do a triple hyphen, triple dash, or whatever you decide to call it, to do a glider, print some text, and some images, etc. And essentially that's it. So now we've put in our generic database template. If I wanted to, I could actually start a new project, but obviously I've got this as this, right? So what I actually want to do is I want to copy this. I want to duplicate this layout. So what we would actually do here is we would change this, and obviously you can see this is default now, right? Now we want to set this to default, and let's do a new view and set it that, and we'll call this we'll go active gallery, and we'll duplicate that, and we'll call this test, just for obvious reasons. So now we want to change that template. Subscribe to Notioneer, wonderful. We'll set that as a default just for this view, but you can set it to all. So now in this view, instead of getting our new project like we were getting before, we will actually get this one pop up, subscribe to Notioneer, which is our other template, which is exactly what we want. So now that comes in. So you can see how that really starts to pile up. If we wanted to set up the task view that I showed you before, to finalize this, to make it really powerful, is we go back in, we edit our template. So we click here again, go to edit, it'll tell us again, we're editing our template. And then we want to do /linked, and it'll bring a linked view of database. Now I'm going to do CS missions again. And I am actually, I'm going to give you the current missions. Now, perfect. That's it. Once again, all of that. What I'm going to do is change this, and we're going to add a filter. Now the filter, we're going to select subscribe to Notioneer as our project. So now every time we load this up, that filter rule will only select the projects that we're working on, the ones that we've added from our template. This is a very simple way to set up your databases, but really makes a big difference later on. Imagine we do this again. We're going to get rid of this now in this view. Click here, Our template comes up, perfect. And look, we've got our new filter set to just this particular project. There we go. And that is Notion's most powerful feature. I've really just covered the basic, which is a project and a task database. But if you're working with a team, you can set up tasks that add for new members, or if you're filming a video, you have video template and you click that and it pops up. Or for example, you don't actually have to set a default, so you can have it stayed as it is, and then when you set it up, it will come up kind of in this bottom area here where I've put the title. It will come with all the different templates and you can click that. So if you wanted a multi-template view, you've got, say, you could do tutorial video as one, and then you could do feature special video as another. You have all these options, so that would work perfectly. I hope that this video showed you the power of this feature, and if you enjoyed, as it says in the project, please like and subscribe. Lots more Notion videos coming from this channel, so just check down in the description. I've got all my templates, coaching, and consulting, so there's definitely something in there for you. Remember to like and subscribe, you don't want to miss out. There'll be a video popping up somewhere on the screen for you to watch. Appreciate it.